Well, hey, it's Catherine. In today's video, we're going to do some amazing ink blending. Is it a sunrise or a sunset? I'll let you decide, but at the end, I'm going to tell you what I think. We're going to do several different techniques, and we're going to use some of our new inks. We have Cashmere, Succulent, and Glacier. And I'm also going to use some of the fabulous products in our new Lasso Life collection. I've been having a ball using this Western Revival themed set of products to create all kinds of fun cards. So let's get into it. I die cut the Dusk Till Dawn cover plate and I trimmed the bottom off. So I just have a half, and let's do an ink blended background on here. I want it to look like a sunrise or sunset. We'll start with pink, doing quartz. We're using all spot colors. And then let's get a little apricot in here. And then sauna or goldenrod. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I think I'm gonna go with sauna. For this color, I'm gonna start at the top and work my way down. I think I'm going to want to add some more quartz as well. I'm going to go darker around the edges, and I think that really gives a lot of definition and interest. Oh, that's looking so pretty. And let me try to add in just a bit of Mandarin spice kind of between where the apricot and sauna are. Let's blend out that pink some more. This turned out so vibrant and beautiful. So this will be the top of my card. And then for the bottom, I could do this kind of given the feel of grass. Also could just go for a playful look and use the blue with the flowers. That's really cute. Could do the apricot with the flowers. Oh, could even do the glacier stripe. These are prints from the Calico charm pattern paper. So I'm feeling this is the way to go. We'll set that aside, and I'm going to use these boots stamp set. Let's see. Oh, I always am not sure which boot I want to use. Let's use the flower. I'm going to use Cashmere ink. This is our newest neutral, and I'm totally obsessed with this color. It might be my favorite neutral ink in our line so far. I don't know. It's hard to beat S'mores. It's hard to beat Cargo, but Cashmere is pretty amazing. I'm going to do a little shading with Over Coffee. So we'll just dab on a little ink on the side of the boot and on the bottom. And we'll use an ink blending brush to blend the line and stamp. I love the shadowing that gives. And then since I'm using the stencil and stamp tool, I can do that several times and get the look that I'm going for. I can make it darker, or if I don't get a full solid image, which sometimes happens when you're stamping larger stamps, just is much more forgiving to use a tool like this. For the flower, I'm going to do Cove Blue, which is in our blue family along with Glacier. The center of the flower, let's go with Goldenrod. As long as I'm die cutting, I'm going to do one of these smaller flower stamps as well, and stamp the outside in apricot and the center in Mandarin spice. The dotted flower center has polka dots. It's so cute. So we'll die cut these, and then while I'm at it, I might use fringe dye on here. Our new fringe dye goes with this collection so incredibly well, and I think it would be fun to have some blues. So I'm just going to do a little direct to paper here with Stone Blue and then a little bit of Glacier. I don't want it to be too dark, but I do want some variations in shade on this fringe die cut. And I'll take them over to my die cutting machine and die cut these out. So I have most of the pieces that I want to use on my card now. Here is the fringe. Let's check it out. I'm so excited. Ta-da! Oh, that is looking pretty fun. And the boot and the flowers. And I want a circle to anchor everything. And then the sentiments, let's use the Lasso Life. Have a rootin' tootin' good time. Life's tough, but so are you. Lasso Life, not my first rodeo. Hello, hola, howdy. Could also mask that off and just do howdy. Stencil and stamp tool again is going to make it really easy. I love this font, so great. And I think Glacier would be nice. I'm just going to ink selectively the howdy. If you have trouble doing it this way, you can always use a piece of scratch paper to mask off, oh perfect, the parts of the stamp that you don't want inked. Just kind of take a piece of scratch paper and then ink and then stamp. I'm going to adhere my pattern paper first. And add my die cut and ink blended technique piece over the top. And you guys did not remind me, I have my fringe. Let's grab the fringe because I want this under the layer. Oh, that is fun. I love that. I didn't put any glue under there, so let me just add a little bit. There's a little excess hanging off the edges, so we'll just give that a little trim with a pair of scissors. Stamp Nation members are going to get a whole class called Fringe Frenzy, and we're going to go through a whole bunch of different ways to use the fringe die. So if you're not a Stamp Nation member yet, we hope you will join. We have been a fantastic membership community for more than 14 years now, and we're still going strong. You get ordering perks, you get occasional promotions and freebies and discount, and we do quarterly classes. We also do pen pal swaps, and a lot of our members are good crafting buddies. It's so fun. I could go ahead and just pop this down here. I was going to do it in the middle, but I kind of like it down further. Add the boot and a flower. So I got a little smear as per usual. So I decided when I was stamping again to just do the whole sentiment. I feel like there's room here, and that's part of why I just did the howdy. I wasn't sure I'd have room for all of the words, but now that I'm assembling, I see that I do. I think. So I'll add on the boot. And also, this is up on foam tape, so part of the boot is also going to need to be on foam tape. Just so it lays flat on the card. Let's see, you need it on the toe. And maybe I'll do this flower over here and this one up here like that. That's pretty fun. Or like that. Oh yeah, let's do that. And pop a foam dot on. Grab my Dodge City sequins. We'll add a few of these as well. Some ink blending on cardstock over a cover plate, ink blending on the stamp, direct to paper on the fringe, a little bit of patterned paper, and I think we have a winner. I am so thrilled with how this card came out. I want to try another color combination, and this time I'm also using watercolor cardstock because I want to do some ink flicking techniques on it. So we'll start again with the quartz. And sometimes I really love how ink blends on watercolor cardstock. It just goes on really, really well. I'm gonna trim this part off here. And then I wanna do blue. So I'm gonna grab stone blue. That's not exactly what I was looking for. Let me try Cove blue. Cove blue is feeling right to me. And then I want it to be a lot darker at the edges. So let me grab Glacier and darken up these edges. So between the two colors where they're blending into each other, it's turning a little purple. I want it more purple though, so I'm gonna grab a purple ink pad. Let me try Verbena and see how that works. Oh, that's gonna be perfect. So that's gonna help really make a nice color variation here in the center. Oh, that looks so pretty. Loving it. Yes. Now, Catherine Pooler inks are water reactive, so if I do a little water spritzing, we're gonna get some spots on here, and it's gonna be really nice texture. So the water reacts with the ink and basically bleaches out the cardstock, which adds really fabulous texture. For the first card, we did the circle and the boots. I want to do something a little different here. So I'm grabbing the Happy Horseshoes stamp set. I'm going to do the medium horseshoes. So we have 3 large ones, a small one, the medium one, and then we added the paisley. Oh my gosh, those are so cute. I might have to use those. The shamrocks and flowers and stars. And this is such a great set, guys. I love it. Okay, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna do these boots and let's do the butterfly. And maybe I will also add in a butterfly. Definitely wanna do the fringed eye again because I love how that looked. Horseshoe, we're going for quartz. I'm gonna add just a tiny bit of Verbena in there just for a little shading. And we'll buff that out so that it's smooth inking. Oh, that is so pretty. Let's do just a little bit more. Might need to re-ink that Verbena pad. Fantastic. And for the boot, we're gonna do Sparkling Berry. And do a little shading with Sangria. Love it. We're gonna do something a little weird. We're gonna do an over coffee butterfly. I wanna pull together a cohesive color combination on my card, so I think the over coffee is gonna look fantastic. And then for the fringe over coffee, I got a little bit of my Sangria on the bottom here, so let's go with it. Sangria, we'll just do the bottoms of the horseshoe. Blend that out and stamp. Oh, that's fun. So now I have a tri-colored horseshoe. Love it. Oh, that's fantastic. You know, sometimes mistakes end up being the greatest thing. Gonna take cashmere and do a little more direct to paper for my fringe. That's gonna be cool. I have a little more die cutting that I wanna do. I wanna add a yeehaw, and let's do that in icing on the cake. As long as I'm doing direct to paper, we need a layer for the bottom of the card, and I think cashmere is gonna be fantastic. Look at that color. I got a little bit of a boo-boo here, so let me try something. Let me just do a really light direct to paper, kind of give a wood plank feel, which I think will be really cool for this card. We'll see how that looks. If we don't like it, we can always do it again. Someone needs to wash our hands. Also, I had forgotten that I wanted to add a cowboy hat. So I had one already die cut with cashmere, and oh my gosh, it's so cute. Also think I might add a Sangria flower. That flower is from the Happy Horseshoes set, and it's gonna work great. So don't be afraid to mix and match. Our Daisy Days stamp set was created to work with all of these products. So if I had used some of the daisies with here, it's gonna be great. And my yeehaw. Oh, I love that in the icing on the cake. So now it's time for assembly. I think this looks really cool. So I've made several mistakes on this card, and they have turned out for the better. Let's see what else happens. Well, it didn't take me long before I came upon another mistake. So this didn't cut all the way through. And part of the reason is I loaded up my die cutting machine with so many dies and I only ran it through once. So if I had run it through twice or maybe even 3 times, it would have cut through. But there were so many things going on that it didn't cut all the way through. I also think it was at the end of my pad and it didn't work. Anyway, I had this one already die cut and it's cashmere. And then, if I run my pad across this, it's kind of cool because it gives it a different texture than doing it beforehand. So the edges kind of pick up some of the extra ink and it looks really cool. Another mistake turned into a yippee. I added glue to the back of my Technique piece and we'll just adhere the fringe to it. Trim the end. And then I'll add some foam tape. This will pop up this layer and give a little more dimension, especially with this fringe, and I think it'll be a fun touch. I'm gonna rough up that fringe a little bit before I add it to the card. Whew, love it, so cute. So my first card, I did a sentiment in the center, which I think is a really great touch. This one, I think I'm just gonna line these up along the bottom here. Yeehaw. So for the yeehaw, part of it is gonna be over the fringe and part of it will be on the bottom layer of the card. And I want it to lay flat, so a little adhesive or a little foam tape here on the yeehaw on the bottom is gonna help it lay flat. Just gotta make sure I get it in the right spots so that I don't see it on the other side. This collection is now in the shop, so you can head over to shop.catherinepooler.com and choose your favorites. If you do the I Want It All collection, you get a really great discount, and then also you're ensured that all of your products go together, which is really fantastic, because then it's easy to sit down and create when everything was made to go together. You don't really have to think about it. Just grab your inks and your paper and go. I'll add a couple of foam dots to the hat and add this to the card. Oh, kind of like over the yee. That's fun. And then our flower. I think that needs to be on a foam dot as well. Oh yeah, that's so cute. Oh, don't forget the butterfly. I really love how striking these cards came out. I think the ink blending really is a huge wow. This card by Amanda is pretty genius. Not only is it clean and simple and super elegant, so a very different feel from these, a simple strip of patterned paper across the middle with some sequins. And do you see how the bursts are going the other way? Just take your die, cut it in half, and add it to your card like so. Bravo. And then this one, I just cut out and added stuff in the middle. So it's a great place for your sentiment. Add a couple boots or other things like peeking pets. So I just did a piece of pattern paper on the bottom that felt like grass. I did glitz ink blending here and a peeking pet and one of our Look Who's Talking speech bubble dies with a sentiment. And then if I want to make a birthday card, this is so poppin'. So I used the birthday stacks and the every occasion sentiment set. Here's another card with the birthday stacks. It's a really fun set to play with. And I thought it looked really fun with this polka dot pattern paper and the glitz ink blended. Kind of feels like the sparks or the glow from the candles. And I thought it went really well. So thank you so much for joining me today. All of these products can be found at catherinepooler.com. Make sure you're subscribed here to the channel so we see you again. Have a great day.